What? No theme music, nah?
Gusto, now Chris the host. Man, I make a little dinner while busting joke. Come to the yard, get it off your chest. There's no hard feelings when you're rocking with the best. Everything's crisp, everything's nice. Throw a little sugar, add a little spice. Ask school questions, cook a little rice. Gamble like Vegas and throw a little dice. Raise your glasses, make a toast. Drop by Chris for a Sunday roast. Or 8 taste of his mixology. Get twisted and not off the Hennessy. Now your belly's full, play a game of ball. Gusto, he's coming from the old school. No if buts, maybes, whys. No silly questions, I tell no lies.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
I'm doing this one.
Yo,
What you saying?
I'm cool, fam. What you telling me?
Yeah. Technical difficulties, that's what I'm telling you, but we're here now.
Yeah, I know, man. I was like, yo, mad thing.
No worries, man. How you doing though, brother?
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Just here, innit? Just here, bro. Like, not much man can do, really.
Yeah.
What you saying?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Just doing what I can with what I've got now. Obviously, what I can play with because of the corona, but I'm here, man. You know what I mean? Nice designs in the back, man. That's something you do on the side, right?
Yeah, man. I have to showcase my stuff, but that's, to be honest, that's what I do most of the time. Like, if I'm not working out or working on like my mental health business, I'm creating new designs and that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got mental health business?
Yeah. Slowly, man, slowly, but obviously I ain't told too many people about it, but that's what this is, ain't it? Why not I? But that's kind of like my own movement, but I've got a history of mental health and like good and bad, and a lot of people I know have got mental health, like athletes and that, so just trying to just talk about it, to be honest, the good and the bad, because mental health doesn't have to just be bad, do you know what I mean? It can be the good.
Yeah, I did suffer from it as well, but like you said, there was good bits to it as well. So you know, it's a very serious subject.
Yeah, man, suffer from it as well. Like, obviously, being from where we're from, like, Bear of the Road, man, I've got like PTSD and that. You know what I mean? Like, so when I saw that, I was like, you'd think these men have been to Afghanistan, the way their heads all messed up. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to like try help the hoods and help athletes and help everyone, to be honest.
All right. Well, I want to say, so before we fully get started, you know, let's let some of the viewers know where you're from and who you are and that. You know, Kofi Joseph.
Kofi Joseph. I'm from Birmingham, West Midlands. Really, that's about it. I play ball and I represent England and Great Britain.
Alright, I'm living in Brum as well myself. Just moved about 2 years ago now. So it's been alright, man. I like Brum. It's nice and well. I'm living in the outskirts of the moment, but I work in the train station, New Street.
Oh, okay. Which one, New Street?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Brum's alright, man. It's different to London, but it's alright. Do you know what I mean? It's alright.
Yeah. I hear that, man. So get started, that, you know. So when did you start this journey, man? When did the
basketball? I was like, I think I was like 11. I was like in year 6, and I used to get in trouble, but it weren't like I got in trouble because I was like a bad breed. It was obviously I do my work and then I'm bored, and obviously you got a 10-year-old, you're telling him shut up and sit down. I'd get distracted, and then obviously I'd distract everyone else, but my work was done. And then my mentor took me outside one time, and he was like 6'5". I'd never played ball. At this time, I was swimming, I was doing martial arts, and he gave me a ball and was like, throw it, and I was about to boot it over the wall. You get me? I'm like, what am I doing with this? And then I just underarmed it. It went off the backboard, went in. And then every day after that, we just kept playing ball in the playground. I stopped playing football, and then I've just done it every day since then.
Oh, seen. All right, so you just kind of like, so little attraction, some kind of like funny attraction for it then. So
yeah, definitely.
11 years old, all right. And I believe you went over to the States, right?
Yeah. That was a mad thing.
Hey, you gotta get us through this, take us through this journey, man. How did that go?
That was a mad thing. That's the only word to describe it, mad thing. So, obviously, I'm 11, and obviously I fell in love with ball now, so I'm like, yo, I want to go to the States. I found out about Allen Iverson. I'm like, he's in America. Got the personality and that. I had K-Rose at the time. I'm thinking, yeah, that's me. I'm going to the States. So, obviously, I figured out I wanted to go to the States, like the NBA, and then I just worked it out backwards. So I was like, I need to be one of the best players in the country, and then I can go to America. So obviously I tried to be the best player in my city, and then West Midlands, and then obviously you just try to do it like that. Because then I was like, if I'm one of the best players in the country, and I'm proving it, then it's undeniable. Like, I should be ready to go to the States in my head. So I've gone there, got a scholarship to Arlington Country Day. It was like I think it was top 25 in the country. Ranked ESPN. So I'm there. That was a mad thing. That was like, I went from doing pretty well in the UK to, like, I'm playing with like ESPN top 150 players. Man, I like D1 now. Do you know what I mean? I could go and play. So I was at the bottom of the totem pole, and I was in the hood as well. So they're not even coddling, man, like that. Like, you know what? Come on, like, they're talking to me like, yo, you shit, you get me? You know them ones, like, if you can't handle it, get the F off the court. Them ones, you know what I mean? And obviously, I'm away from home for the first time, and it was tough, man. And then I figured it out eventually, obviously, because I'm mad resilient. So instead of backing down, I kind of was just like, all right, cool. I'd rather get in trouble for doing a mad thing than being scared in the corner. And then I've gone to college. NCAA screwed me over with the eligibility clearinghouse. Couldn't go D1. I'd already signed. Ended up going NAIA. Broke my hip twice. Finished at D2. Yeah, I've had 2 hip surgeries.
Oh, shit. I've never known that.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
Because if people see me on the court, I just want them to be like, he's a good basketball player, not he's good for having one hip. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, that's dope, man. All right, and then, so after the States, then, was it a case of, was it Germany you went to straight after?
Yeah. That was a mad thing as well, because I was, obviously, I've had 2 hip surgeries now. I played my senior year, but I haven't really played through that year. I'm just trying to not mash it up again.
Yeah, so you're playing.
Because, you get me, I'm playing careful and that, but in my head, I'm like, I'm trying to go pro, so if I don't do my thing, I'm not going pro, like, it's paid for me. And then I've graduated, and I've got no agents, bro. None. I'm thinking,
wow.
Yo.
Did you not? Because I saw somewhere, read somewhere you went in the draft. Did you go through that as well, or did you?
Nah, that would have been pointless. I think I would have been good enough to play, but to have the recognition to even be in it, nah, no way.
Yeah.
So I've got no agents, bro. My teammates are getting agents and that. I'm thinking, raw. But remember, at this point, I played no England, no GB. No one.
Nothing.
Obviously, I've got a little name in the UK, but nothing. So I'm like, raw, this is peak still. Stressing. So one of my boys was like, here's a FIBA agent list. I'm like, huh? What's this? Bro, I've gone on the FIBA.com website, found every agent. It's like 700. And I've emailed every single one individually, though.
Yeah.
Every single one, bro. And I've even
emailed 700 agents.
Individually. And for some of them, like in Serbia, I've gone to Google Translate. I've copied the email into Google Translate so that it's there in their language and mine. You get me? Just so that they feel more comfortable. Because I'm like, I need to get an agent because I'm not going pro. Then done that. Finally got an agent. He was dead. I ended up getting signing in Germany because one of the alumni at my school, when he went there the year before and actually destroyed the league. So they were like, all right, we'll take his word. We like him, but we'll take his word. And then I went to Germany, and then that's it from there, really.
Yeah. How did you do in Germany, man? How was that?
That was all right, because obviously I got there, but I signed late, fam. Like, I signed in like September, around my birthday. So I missed all the things.
What September?
September 13th is my birthday.
All right. So when did their season start when you signed late?
Like beginning of September. So I've missed like a couple of games, missed pre-season, and I've got there. But the role they want me to come in and do is like be a main guy, but I don't know none of my teammates, don't know none of their names, and I've landed. And on that, the next day I had a game. Bro, the other team's already prepped for me because of my highlights and all this and that. I don't even know the plays. My teammates passing me. Bro, they're passing me the ball. I don't know what to do. I'm messing with the plays and I'm just trying to hoop. And at that time, Regio had a lot of pros, you get me? Because them men are just older pros, like, so they're experienced. I've never played a pro game in my life. This ain't college. And in college, I hardly played because I was scared to break my hip for the third time.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
It was tough, man.
That's a mental thing as well, what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I was overthinking, and then like I was missing wide open shots. I'm talking like I was stressed until like Christmas. My teammates are getting fired. There's like 5 imports. 4 of them I got fired. I'm the last one. I'm thinking, raw. Obviously, I'm doing the math. I'm thinking, I'm next if we keep losing. New imports have come. We started winning games. And then after Christmas, I was just like, you know what? This is exhausting. I can't be asked to flip in. Just keep thinking about this. Like, if my shot goes in or it doesn't, this is long. So I just stopped caring, and then I just started having like 50s and like 49s, 30s, 40s, 50s again. Like,
okay.
I just started cooking.
I see you, bro. Deadly jump shot, bro. That friggin' jump shot you got, boy. I saw one of your games in the first time I saw you, actually. I saw you at Pro Classic first time I saw you.
I've only played in that like once.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I do remember, and I remember seeing you in Birmingham like a year later after. But I remember seeing you in Pro Classic cooking then. So, you know what I mean? The shooting. What made you choose to emulate your game? The shooting, or what is it that you do? Why you shoot so well?
For one, I shoot a lot. Like, people joking that say I shoot a lot in games, but like reps wise, I shoot a lot more than most people. Like, when I was in college, I was getting up an extra 7,000 shots a week because every day after practice, I'm on the gun late at night, betting like 1,000 makes. Do you know what I mean? Because I enjoy shooting. Do you know what I mean? It's something I'm good at, but it's therapeutic for me. Do you know what I mean? Because that's how I started hooping. But yeah, like, that's how I started. I enjoy shooting, and it's just something I can do by myself. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm my only child. So, to be honest, like, when I was growing up in Brum, most men are playing football. No one wants to play ball. So as long as I got my ball and a hoop, I'm set. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of just carried on from there.
Oh, what's that little celebration you do after each shot? Bang, bang.
Oh, you get me? I got that ting.
Shit, I was like, yeah, he's going in, man. I like that, bro. So, you know, when you was in college, what was the reason for the transition from John Brown to Fort Lewis? How could you change?
Because I remember originally I had that dream of going D1 straight out of high school. So not being able to do that, even when I had the offers, I'm pissed. You get me? And I didn't want to go JUCO. So in my head, I was like, I could go JUCO, but everyone at home sees it as a failure. Do you know what I mean? And I know I can go D1 and I've got the offers. It's just the clearing house ain't letting me. They're on some BS talking about, yeah, you can go D1, but you got to sit for 2 years. You can't be on scholarship. I'm like, no school in the world is paying you to come. You can't even practice. What are you on about? So It was just a joke thing, bro. So I'm distraught, and then I was just like, I don't want to go JUCO. But my dumb ass should have went JUCO for 2 years, because then I would have probably signed back at the University of Miami anyway. Because I was working out down there and almost signed there. But obviously my eligibility and that was all messed up, and then Frank Habe got fired. And it was just, everything was down the bin. But yeah, I was like, okay, clearinghouse is messed up. Can't afford to pay to go uni. Still want to keep this American dream alive. What can I do? Found out about NAIA, because they've just got very lenient rules. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was a rookie, like a freshman, I was playing against like 27-year-old men that have played D1, still want to keep hooping, and are playing. Do you know what I mean? So it's just very lenient. So I was able to get in there, and then in my head, I was like, I'm going to do like a year here. Then I'm going D1. Clearinghouse was still like, nah. And obviously NAIA was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. It's grown men, bro. So that's why. That's why.
I get paid there though, like with the grown men there, or they were just there for studies.
They weren't there for studies. They were just there trying to continue their education so they could keep playing. Because especially a lot of Americans, if you don't go overseas, you're like, you got to play in like the ABA or some central basketball thing. So they're trying to keep playing, keep having stats, and the uni life's not bad. You get me? You got no bills and that really. Them man was just doing that, so that was tough. Like, some man I was playing against played at like Ole Miss, Kentucky, Missouri. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still slim now, but back then, bro, them man were just pushing me around like it was a joke. And I've never played college ball, so I had to learn the game and all of that, and put away the whole I'm a D1 player, I want to go D1. I had to focus on where I was at the time.
Okay, that's dope, man.
Man, like Ryan, my G, you know.
Oh yeah,
my God.
Mr. Martin. And anyone who's tuned in, if you've got any questions for Kofi, man, throw them in there. You know, we're not afraid to answer them. So after that, I think you went to Glasgow, innit? Was it after Germany?
After Germany, I was in Spain. So after Germany, I've done GB. I got called up to GB seniors now for the first time ever.
Was this all Commonwealth Games?
Nah, it's Eurobasket.
Oh, you went for GB, you went Eurobasket. Yeah. All right.
And I finished that. Still got no team, and then I've signed.
So after Eurobasket, you got no signing after Eurobasket.
Yeah, because I didn't have an agent, and I was just focused on Eurobasket. So obviously, because you want to see what can come from after Eurobasket, because it helps. And then I didn't even play at Eurobasket. It was a joke thing, but it was big. But it was a great experience, man. One of the best of my life. But that helped me for Commonwealth. That really helped for Commonwealth. So I'll finish Eurobasket, and I've signed at Leb Oro, so Leb Gold. Got there. The agent I'm with ain't really my agent. It's one of them funny duddy situations, you know, the ones where it's not your agent, but it's hollered at you with a team. So you're like, you know what, cool. Gone there, situation was peak. The head coach, he was at Eurobasket because he was an assistant coach for the Spanish national team. So I'm there. They basically brought me in to like fill out the team, and because they like me, they're like, the head coach is going to make a final decision. You play games, blah, blah, blah. And then he's come back, but at that time, they were waiting on like visas for like some of the Americans that I didn't know. So I was just like, I'm there. Then they're like, yeah, by the way, our shooting guard from America's got his visa, so you've got to go because we didn't think he was going to come. I'm thinking, blood. I'm stuck in Spain, and obviously the Spanish dons don't really be speaking English like that. My agent, who's not really my agent, he's a geezer. He's telling me, yeah, you need to just stay in Spain. I'm like, bro, I want to go home.
Stay in Spain and do what? If they're cutting.
Sign the team, because it's like it's easier to sign for another pro team if you're already in Spain.
All right.
So I'm like, you know what, that makes sense.
Okay.
This team just sent me down to like the only team that's available right now, because like there's spots available, was like the 4th league. I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, I can't do this, bro. I've gone there, and obviously I've signed a contract of like game to game, because I'm like, I need to get out of here, but I need to stay in shape, because if I go back to Brum, I'm going to be in some scrimmage with some of these dead guys, and I'm going to lower my level to theirs, and I'm not getting paid. So I was just like, and if I'm at home, I won't work out every day. Like, I might work out once rather than twice. You know what I mean? I'm not in the pro mindset, and it's harder to jumpstart when you do get signed. So fast forward, I'm all over the newspapers and the local news and that because of JBUL basket players, and I'm thinking, I'm miserable. I don't want to be here. I'm trying to stay professional. I've killed that league, to be honest. And then Tony's hit me up saying, I want to make some changes at Glasgow. And I'm like, you know what? That kind of makes sense because I'm here in the Commonwealth Games. I'm only taking BBL players. So I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. Go on Glasgow. Jolting.
Oh,
It is what it is, man.
you had that 15 points though that season.
Yeah, no, like I played all right.
Yeah.
And we had a really good team. I just didn't like living in Glasgow. It's just,
Different.
yeah, like,
At the time, coaching that team. Was it?
yeah, Tony G.
Yeah.
The team was good on it. Like, it was just interesting. I wasn't enjoying myself. Obviously, basketball had been a mad thing for me for like years now. I was just miserable, bro. I was just miserable, and I was like, I'm gonna quit. If I don't make Commonwealth games, I want to quit ball. I'm not playing no more. Like, I just don't enjoy it. I mean, I don't enjoy it. I've got that type of personality where I'm just like, F this, I'm off. Do you know what I mean? So I'm better off removing myself from the situation. Got called up for Commonwealth games, and yeah, like the Commonwealth games had two camps. The first one, we had GB at the same time. Don't know why they did that. So I went with GB, with Tony, Gareth, and Kieran. Second time, I'm talking to Tony and the club, like, yo, I need to go Commonwealth Games, bro. Like, that's why I'm here. And I've never represented England ever. Like, I want to do this. Come here, it's just fantastic. They're like, don't know. I'm like, what you mean? Don't know. I'm screwing. Then the BBLs come out with this thing of, if we're going to send BBL players, then we're going to pay your team to like get a substitute player for like the 5 weeks to go. So I'm like, bless. I've gone to England camp. I've done well. Remember, England camp's only 2 days. So I'm like, and I missed the first camp. So if I don't do well, it's peak. Done well enough to get selected, gone Commonwealth, and it was just amazing, man. It revitalized my love for the game, and my love for basketball.
If you don't want to lose that love, and then if you know what I mean, you just
man, like.
Hey, but yeah, it's good that you hung in there, man. Like,
yeah, man, and I'm doing a lot better. But like Commonwealth, like saved my basketball journey, man, like my career, because like. Nah, bro. I swear, like, to the point where I was thinking, I don't care how much I get paid. This is dead. Everyone, like, I just hate everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone I've been around is just making basketball miserable. If basketball, like, you know the ones where if you could get paid enough to just live, would you play basketball for free? You know the ones like at the park with your friends and that, like. I love that kind of ball, but when it became like more business, it was just miserable.
Get the pleasure side of it. I get that. I get that. Got a question here from someone. They said, "How did the setup at Glasgow and Worcester compare?"
My setup at Worcester's nice. Can't even lie to you, you know. Can't even lie to you. But Glasgow, It's a little bit different at Glasgow, just simply because they don't own the arena. Do you know what I mean? Like, we played at the Emirates, which is huge. You know, they got like the Chris Hoy cycling centre on the other side. So there'd be times where, like, most of the year we had to practice early. And at that time, I don't know about now, that they had me and two other players living far out. I'm talking far out, like not in Glasgow, like motorway, like M-way out. It was like 15 minutes on the motorway. But when you practice it early and it's the weather in Glasgow, like the weather that's in the country right now, everyone's miserable and hating. The rain, the grey, the snow and that was the whole time. Yeah, so it just didn't help. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was just whatever. But Worcester, nice situation. especially for a BBL situation. Can't really complain too much.
You've got a good coach in Newbie, because I remember I did when I went to university in Leeds. He had everything set up there, so I know he's a great organizer in managing resources for players. He's great at that. So
yeah, Matt. I like that about Matt. You know, like I've never played for him before, and I think when I played against him when I was at Glasgow, I don't know against his club Leeds, I don't think he was coaching, but he's been cool, man. He's a real players coach. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he cares. He does care. I give him that still. Like, to the detriment of himself sometimes. Do you know them ones? Like, he's overthinking because he cares so much. Sometimes it's like, yo, coach, we got this, but obviously...
chill, man.
Yeah, like, we got, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry, but obviously that's just... It comes from a good place, so... Yeah.
Because he has a coach on the BBL level, he's improved a lot from the time I saw him in Leeds, because he was doing well in D1, and then obviously as from D1 to BBL, everyone who knows basketball knows it's a different level. Like, D1 players are not the same levels as the BBL team, it's just different level. And I think he struggled at early beginnings, but I can see when I came back to Worcester, he just had everything. He looked more in control of the situation. And that's when you guys played Plymouth at home.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, he was more in control, and that guy missed 2 free throws. Yeah, he was so in control there. So I know Newbie, you know, he's great at what he does. From what like, what's he been like in terms of like how he's been with Worcester? Like, what's your views on him, and you know, how's it been? How's it helped you regain your passion?
He's been cool. Obviously, I've never played for him before, so all I could really go off is people that he's played, like people that played for him. But he's he is cool and he cares. But I've played for some mad guys, bro, in my career. Do you know what I mean? Like the coach that I played for that helped me break my hip it was like flipping Joffrey from flipping Game of Thrones. He was a madman, bro. He was mad. So having Newbie compared to that, was a lot of a better situation. He cared, and what I quite liked is how much he asked players' opinions on this and that, because ultimately we're the ones having to do the shit. Do you know what I mean? And asking us about plays and where guys want the ball, because obviously I'm a shooter. So if you say to me, Kofi, I'm going to get you a shot. To be honest, I don't really care where. Do you get me? Just get me the ball. I'll give you the ball in a certain situation or blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? And what it really helped me with was creating. My assists went up this year, and really sticking with me and sticking on me on my playmaking. Because a lot of people know I can score, but I can play make as well. But obviously, you look at my highlights or whatever, it's not really a big thing. But it really stuck on me and gave me the confidence to do more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stay with it. Sometimes it didn't work. But obviously, when you're trying stuff that doesn't really work, sometimes that you're not comfortable with, you're like, nah, I'm not going to do that no more. But it stuck on me like, yo, it's not going to work all the time. You got to keep going. And that's how you get better. So, yeah, you helped me with that a lot.
Oh, that's dope, man. I like that. And yourself, you won the you beat Bristol in what cup was it now? Was it BBL Cup?
Yeah.
You won that in your hometown, man. Like, think about it, so everything you've just been through, your college and all that, and you almost were gonna quit. So now you just won something in your hometown. How was that? How did that make you feel? Like, how was that moment for you?
That was mad, you know, because that was one of the reasons I signed up Worcester. Yeah. It was a good offer and a good situation, but I was like, do you know how sick it would be to win the cup in my city? Like, that's rare. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say I don't care about the one in London or Glasgow, but this is as close I could have to playing at home. So in my mind, I was like, we got a good team, but that would just be a sick thing, because obviously back in the day, Bullets used to play NAIA, do you know what I mean? And that's where we wanted. So in my head, when I was a youth, I wanted to play for the Birmingham Bullets because they were the best team ever, do you know what I mean? And they red and black, and then being able to do that this year was amazing because I've never won nothing as a pro.
Oh, that's dope, man, and dope.
Or being a key part of the winning. It's always, Kofi can score or blah, blah, blah. Can he help lead the team? Can he win? Do you know what I mean? Like, averaging whatever on a losing team really doesn't mean nothing, man.
We spoke about this yesterday, me and Ishmael. Like, it's all good. He said there was a guy at one point who was averaging 20 easy. But, like, now people don't remember him because, you know what I mean? He was on losing teams. If you're not winning, you don't really care. So that means a lot for yourself that you won at something and you're scoring as well and you're productive. So that was great. What was Bristol like in the finals, in that cup final?
Pagans. Man, no, I don't like them anyway. But nah. I love Bristol because I love Andreas. He's a dope coach, man. And I've known Lewis Champion for years. Obviously from my Reading days with my point guard, you know what I mean? And them man are they're a good team every year. They're solid, they're strong. They try and bully you. But yeah, in the final, remember, by this point we play these, man. Like, this is the 6th time, bro.
Yeah.
Sick of you, man. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see your face. I want to see someone else's face. You man are walking in all hench, strong and that, thinking you're going to bully, man. No, I can't be asked today, and you're not doing it in Brum. I'll be damned. You're going to have to shoot me. Do you know what I mean? But us and them, like, they didn't like us and we didn't like them. And
it started some rivalry, man.
It's not a rivalry when you stay winning, but it was fun though. Don't get it twisted. Like, they're the games that you get up for. Do you know what I mean? And they're a good team. But yeah, like it got to the point where even our coaches had little rivalries, and we would have played them, man, in the car park. Do you know what I mean? Like, just whatever. Like, we just don't like you, man. So whatever. But yeah, there's that in it.
They had that guy, because funny enough, I saw one of them walking through the station after the finals, Fred Thomas.
Fred's a problem.
Yeah, I said that he's legit, man. Like, he's legit 20 easy. Like, Fred's a problem, man. The underrated.
Fred and Gentry, their whole team can hoop though, and they work together well.
That athletic big man they got, the other one.
Oh, Delpesh, Marcus.
Yeah, Delpesh, yeah.
He can hoop, man. He can hoop. They've got a good team, man, and that's why they made it to the final. Do you know what I mean? And they were smacking other teams, but people underestimate how good of a team we were because we were young. Do you know what I mean? And we had not an inexperienced coach, but we come from a club that hasn't won anything, and obviously it's a new whole complete team. People have underestimated us like we weren't a good team. So every single win was a surprise. Not to us though. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't ready because I did look at your team. Your team is capable of winning like that. Just capable of winning. Like, you got Jordan, Raheem, who's a great vet there, and the guards you got. The guard, is it Cortez? Yeah, you've got a good team there, man.
Cortez, Martin. Then we got Amir down low.
Dutch dude.
We got Julius. Like, we had a team, bro. Like, every position covered, but for some reason we just didn't really get the respect, so we just had to take it.
Oh, right. That's a good point. Someone just said Bristol. I've been to Bristol's home game. They do, they feed a lot off their crowd. So I think they probably went into the finals hoping that they would have got that same support, but
they had a lot of people there, but we had a lot of people there. Do you know what I mean? We had a lot of people there, and Bristol and Worcester ain't that far from each other. But yeah, man.
But they got good home crowd, Bristol. They have a really, really good home crowd, man. And
definitely.
We should see that more and more other teams as well. And I think another thing issue I spoke a lot about is the marketing of basketball in this country, man. I do find
it's dead.
It's atrocious.
Absolutely dead, bro.
I tried to be nice, but
nice, but that's why a lot of people don't like me, bro. Because I say what I like, and I keep it as real as I can. But Like, it is dead, bro. We've got hella man in this league that have played all over the world, played for the national team and everything, and none of these local businesses know us, bro, other than when we do, like, the community support for the club.
Yeah. And that's what annoys me. Is like only the people that know us is the people that, like, you know, who play basketball. So it's a bit. Yeah. What about the ones that don't play basketball? You know what I mean?
Even with that, there's a lot of people up north that don't know some of the down south players, like the really good down south players that aren't Justin Robinson. Do you know what I mean? Like, they might know Justin because he's a 2-time MVP, but there's a lot of other really good players across the country that Basketball England, the BBL should be promoting, shouting out, and just help. Because, like, if you help another player, like, everything works together. Do you know what I mean? For the better of the sport.
That's what I experienced when I moved to Leeds. When I first went to Leeds, I really opened my eyes a bit. Like, right, there is players up here, like real players. But why they not noticed? Because they don't market them very well. Like, what kind of issue do you see with that in terms of BBL? Like, what things you reckon they need to work on in order to get that better? In terms of
you know what's funny? You know, okay, actually, whatever. There's bare these clubs that don't want to promote the players, and then when the player says, you know what, cool, I'll promote me and do my thing, the club's either like, nah, you can't do that, or they're like, you know what, you're doing your thing, but because you're on a contract with us, involve us. When it's like, ain't you supposed to be the big company that's doing your thing? Like, now you want to feed off my negotiations and my contracts and my situations that have got nothing to do with basketball. But because the BBL contracts ain't really down to the detail, they think they can just merge over and being like, you know what, you're signed to us this year, so you can't go do X, Y, Z. But you know what, you kind of can go do X, Y, Z because we want to be involved in that. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, in football, they've got, like, managers for the athlete, which reinforces that they play for Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? We don't have that, and they don't want to help the player broaden his brand when they represent that club. It's like it's backwards, bro.
It is. It doesn't make sense. Like, this is one of the reasons I'm doing this, because I want people to understand the players a bit more. You know what I mean? And it does irritate, like, how the teams don't market them enough. Like, we was talking about it yesterday with London Lions, Joe Ikuin.
Yeah, he done everything himself.
You're telling me Lions could not see that and said, all right, let's feed off of this guy. He does other things other than basketball. Let's feed off this and let's...
Doesn't Joel do the stuff for London Lions, though? Ain't he, like, the media marketer or whatever?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. If he is, then I didn't know that. But, like, to be honest, me and Ishmael were talking about it yesterday. He just wasn't... It's like they couldn't market him, though, because they don't even know about him at London Lions. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about this, though.
Yeah.
So, Joe's got, like, 50k followers, blah, 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 doing mad streams on YouTube. But then... And the BBL can't even do a little collaboration. Then, Ovi comes out of flipping
Love Island,
and it's jumping on the bandwagon. Mad thing. I'm thinking, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Cool.
Nothing against Ovi, yeah. He's good for
him. He done that for him, and they're jumping on his likeness. But I'm just like, Ovi's been played for GB. Like, the BBL doesn't have to be separate of GB. Like, it's British basketball, you know what I mean? And, like, we got Jarrell. Jarrell's had his voodoo drink for how long? And it's a green tea, it's a healthy drink. Are you telling me my man can't have that as the BBL drink of, like, the BBL drink? At this time, he played for London Lions, bro. I'm just saying.
And he won it with London Lions as well.
You get me?
Could they jumped off of that?
Like, it was just bad. It's just bad because, like, he's mixing in whatever circles, but if he goes in there, like, I play for London Lions in the British Basketball League, they're looking at him like, you know what, Jarrell, you're just not a drinks guy. You've got you've got more to you. What's this basketball stuff? Let's come to a game. Do you know what I mean? And like everything works like that, but that's, man, it just pisses me off, bro. It just pisses me off.
Someone's just Rihanna. Shout out Rihanna. She mentioned about Joe as well. He's got a big gaming fan base, and that definitely would have pushed the sport a bit more. It would have given him more exposure. I think they've missed on so many opportunities like that. It's just always so quick for the quick cash. You're not going to get it.
Basketball in general. I watching Gilbert Arenas' thing. Gilbert Arenas said that the NBA revamped the game at some point when obviously they used to play in the big baggy jerseys and blah, blah, blah. They said, yo, we're going to make the jerseys tighter. We're going to make the shorts shorter. Why? Because the males that come to the game love basketball, but we need to figure out how to get the women to come. The women like to see you, man, that are in shape, sweaty, with your muscles in that, smart, cool. Over here, if you go to the pub, and you're sitting there and you're having a fight, there might be a geezer named Gary. And he's like, oh, you play basketball? I used to play basketball back in the day, at school. All right, cool. I didn't know there was a team. These times, it's like Newcastle Eagles, which have been around for years. Do you know what I mean? How would you not know at your local pub in Newcastle that there's no basketball team? Because there's no promotion to do it right. Then once they know, they're like, you know what? I might come down for a game, Can I have a beer at the game? Yeah, you can.
You can have a beer.
Let's see. And then he brings his kids. Next minute, you've got 5 new fans. They tell their people. They come. You know what I mean? Like, get basketball.
The atmosphere is great as well, so the kids will love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And now you get basketball out to people that aren't just basketball. Like, your business doesn't grow if you've got the same amount of customers every year.
Not going to happen. Like, if you look at football fans, football has... Even I'm a fan of football. Like, even I go and watch a game sometimes with football. And play the sport. Basketball doesn't have that. It's like, it's always basketball fans, and there's no other fans that come to watch the game. They don't push it out as much.
It's tough, man. Like I was watching Sunderland Till I Die on Netflix. I don't even like football like that. Like, I'll support my brethren that play. Like, I'll go to a match. But do I really care about football? Nah. But that was a Netflix documentary that now has me. I'm watching TV and I'm on my phone like, yo, I wonder how them Sunderland men are doing because I'm bought in. You get me? We have nothing in the UK in British basketball that has anyone bought into the players at all. Nothing. Like, these people don't care about us. And obviously Ashley's doing his thing about pushing your personal brand, which we do need to do, but us as a personal brand and the business that we work for and care for need to work together and get it out there, because most people don't care about their business or their work to begin with. Ironically, we do, because we are British basketball, do you know what I mean? But they're not trying to help us. It's just an uphill struggle, man.
It is, man. It is annoying. And it annoys me a lot, man. Like, the potential behind this is so big. Like, people are not seeing it, man. So, I can see it. But I'll make sure I do what I can do, man.
Have you been watching on YouTube? Someone's been uploading all these classic games. I'm talking like Birmingham Bullets, Sheffield Sharks, 1996. And I'm looking at it, I'm like...
Also, 1990, I saw my coach's game, 98.
Yeah, it's like sponsored by Carlsberg. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, man. It's mad, bro. It's mad. I don't know why they're bringing up... It's good that they're bringing up old games, but they should have been doing that from time ago, if I'm honest.
Yeah, man. Like, a lot of the basketball community ain't been around the game too long, so you gotta do something to keep them and make them wanna share their Budweiser. Yeah, Budweiser, Haribo.
I saw Haribos of people from London Towers, bro. Remember, we used to get free Haribos, bro.
Please, we need to do something. Like, if you've got some sick shoes and I see your trainers, you're gonna wanna either boss me or I'm gonna be like, yo, what's that? Mm-hmm. We don't do nothing that makes people want to share the BBL to people that aren't basketball fans.
That's it. Got it. Yeah. That's it.
Do you know what I mean? Like we need to do something that has non-basketball fans being like, yo, that looks like a vibe. Fall in love with basketball later.
It's come to the event.
You get me? Like, just come hold a drink and that. Be with your brethren, hold a vibe. then you see a slam dunk, you're like, oh, that Michael Jordan guy, he really did that. Now, you get me, you're like, I might go to the game next week. Now you've got an extra ticket season holder that you never had, and then it kind of snowballs from there, you get me?
Yeah, man, definitely. What time are we on? All right. Yeah, I've got next one. I've got next guest coming on soon. He's going to chew my head off. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I've got a next guest coming on soon. So before we head out, I always do these hotspot questions.
Oh, this was peak for, what's his name? All right, cool, I'm ready.
All right, three. The first three is a player you loved playing with, a player you loved playing against, and a player, your funniest teammate.
What I love playing with was... Oh, man, this is actually peak when I think about it, because, like, I can't miss people out. Now, the guy I love playing with his name's Abel Gallegos. He's like 5'6", and he's Filipino, and he's wedge, but he's like an NAIA All-American, but he was cold, bro. Like, defense, offense, pick you up full court, like, colds, like, mad. Player I hated playing against.
No, love playing with.
Oh, love playing with.
No, I said love playing with and loved playing against.
I love playing against. Every man that I love playing against, I'm a hothead in it, so I end up losing my head. These are playing against. Yeah, it's mad, bro. Like, it's pissed me off. I love playing against Jordan Whelan, you know, because I gave him
Whelan, yeah, the name.
I gave him 51 in Germany at his house.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And then first game of the season against London Lions here, like, he came in the game and he was like, you ain't doing what you did before. And I was like, all right. And then we ended up busting them. So yeah, I love playing against him. And what was the last one?
Funniest teammate.
Funniest teammate. Julius Van Sowers from this year. We call him Jules. Yo, he's an idiot. He's 40, you know, like, because he went to school in New York, innit?
Yeah.
And we got that New York, like, sense of
humor,
comedy and that. Yeah, like, and I got family there, so I like that New York vibe. So yeah, that's how juice.
And then the next 3-part questions is similar, but it's the other way. So it's player you didn't like playing with, a player you didn't like playing against, and a funny opponent.
Player I didn't like playing with. Been bare, man. I don't know. Back in Germany, I had. Nah. Yeah, back in Germany, I had a big man who was just a bit lazy.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the laziness in it. I think that's it. Like, work. If we're gonna be here, let's just work hard and get it over with. Instead, you're just dragging it out. Do you know what I mean? And what? Second one.
And a player you didn't like playing against.
Oh, I didn't like playing against. Don't know. It's not like I'm shook of anyone, no, that's the thing. But some men are just...
It's never like just shook. It could be some player you just know, he's going to be talking and, you know, he can't talk. Or you got ones that just, you didn't like playing them because...
One player I didn't like playing against was Raphael from Bristol. Because he's built like the Hulk, you get me? And they just send him out there to foul me on that. So it was just long because I got to keep my head, and I got to deal with his BS.
Yeah.
So, and because he's wedge, it's like 2 of me, you get me? So because he's wedge, the ref's like, his dirty BS is down to his strength, you get me? And I'm just like, this is just long.
But apparently he looks wild.
Yeah, man, like, he's just bare athletic and bare hench and that. It's just long. It's long. And what was the last one?
And the funniest opponent.
Funniest opponent.
So this could be like anything, like funny and I don't know. When you set a screen, they flop or it could be someone that thinks they're nice but they're not nice. You get opponents that just make you.
Edozie, you know.
Huh?
Daniel Edozie. Don't nice. Edozie's my guy, you know. Edozie's my guy, but he's just funny, man. Like, he's Mr. Motivational, you get me, and he's just bare high energy, and he's just he's a funny guy. I'm gonna have to go with Edozie.
Nice one, man. Nice one, bro. Definitely, man. Yeah, man. Definitely. You got any questions for myself or any? Has anyone else got any more questions before before I get to the next guest?
Let's scroll in there and see what anyone's asked.
Or if you got any questions for me, bro, yourself?
No, not really, man. I just want to tell you, you're doing a good thing, man. Like, we gotta do stuff for us. Do you know what I mean? To like help. Gotta push us. Do you know what I mean? And that's really what it comes down to. And a lot of people aren't really doing it, and we wait for other people to do it for us. But obviously now we've realised these men ain't doing it for us, so we're going to have to do it ourselves.
This is what I think my problem was, because I always kept saying, someone's going to do something like this, man. And then one day I was just sitting, because really it's a show I'm doing as well. So I've recorded 3 episodes, but obviously because of Corona, I put a shot in it. But the show is basically just a show bringing them on. I cook them some food or make them a drink or something, and then boom, give them like you might have a favorite food you like, and then I make that for you, and then you come and sit down, give it a score out of 10, whatever. And yeah, I've done Justin's episode already, so I want to put that out so everyone can see what I'm trying to do, and then I want everyone else to see. Look, boom, I want players to get seen. So that's what I'm doing with this. So, but right now I'm just doing live talks to keep the buzz going.
Yeah.
I was originally going to say, you know what, I'll wait till quarantine and then I'll do the show again. But one of my guys in the team said, look, try and do some live shows and see what happens. And so far, I've got a good reception for it. So a lot of people seem to...
Nah, it's been good, man. I've been watching too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, like, obviously I got Why Not I in it, with mental health business, and I was going to wait till quarantine was over, but I've been getting stuff done.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to drop it when it's ready and that. But, yeah, man, what we got questions, yeah. How was your experience in Spain? Yo, do you see when I went to the 4th league team? That guy, he was my teammate, and it was me and him. He was American, so it was just me and him, and everyone else was Spanish. I'm talking, can't speak English though, like pull up your phone, Google Translate, type English. And Spain was miserable, absolutely miserable. I won't be going back for now, but yo.
This is a higher league, man. All right, man. Yeah, definitely, Kofi, so we're definitely going to get you on the show, man. And so as soon as we get everything back in order with this, we'll definitely could give you a shout. I hope you can get you on the show, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it. If anyone's got any questions, message me in case I didn't answer them.
Adam, is it Dage Kof on Instagram? Adam, and then there's myself, Everyting Chris _2020. That's me.
Follow that.
All right, brother.
All right, cool, fam.
A bit.
Everything
Safe.
Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.